Hey guys, so today I'm here with a quick little video to tell you all that I will be participating in the SpookaThon readathon. So this is a week-long readathon that starts today, October 16th, and goes until midnight on Sunday the 22nd, and I believe it's just in whatever time zone that you're in. At least that's how I'll be doing it. So this readathon is hosted by BooksandLala, Bookerly, and Paige, all of whom I will link down below, as well as any other links that I think you would find useful, including their Twitter. I think they are just using the hashtag SpookaThon on social media, but I will link everything down below. I love readathons, which I'm sure is obvious since I co-host my own every month with a group of my friends, but I also love spooky horror things, and I love making TBR videos. So I've seen so many of these videos for this readathon going along with all the different challenges, and it just seemed like the perfect readathon for me. I didn't participate last year. I think this is only their second year doing it, but I'm so excited to participate this year. So like I said, there are challenges. There are 5 specifically, and somehow I ended up with 6 books, but I'll get into that. There is also a group read. I can't think of what it's called right now, but I will not be reading that or participating in any of the discussions. It's not a book that was on my radar, and I'm trying to purchase less books. I haven't purchased any in October, so I kind of wanted to keep that momentum going. So let's just get into the books that I picked up to read this week. Challenge number 1 is to read a thriller, and for that I picked Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. I read Sharp Objects earlier this year and I did really enjoy it, and this was on my 17 books to read in 2017, and we are getting close to the end of the year and I still haven't picked it up. So I think this has something to do with a cult, and it's very thrilling, it sounds like, so I'm very excited to read this. So challenge number 2 is to read a book with a spooky word in the title, and this is where I picked out 2 books. So the first one that I have is Nightmares by Jason Segel and Kirsten Miller. I have had this for so long, and I've been wanting to read it for so long. It is a middle grade thriller, and it has illustrations in it, so I know it would be a quick read, but it is also a series. So I think this is just about a kid who has nightmares, and the nightmares end up coming to life. So obviously the spooky word is nightmares. And then the second book that I picked to coordinate this challenge is A Tale Dark and Grim by Adam Gidwitz. This is one that I haven't heard about, but I saw at my local library. So it is a middle grade retelling of some of the famous Brothers Grimm stories, and it has huge font and even bigger line spacing, so I know it would be a very quick read. And I love the Grimm stories, so I think this would be good even if I read one each day throughout the week. This seems like something that would be good for a readathon. So yeah, obviously the word is Grimm for my spooky word. Challenge number 3 is to read a book based on a childhood fear. As many of you know, I suffer from anxiety, and that has stemmed ever since I was a little girl. I always feared a lot of things. I was afraid of the dark. I'm still afraid of heights. I was afraid of becoming invisible and like nobody would be able to hear me or see me. It was, yeah. But the one that I picked to coordinate this challenge is a fear of getting lost or of being kidnapped. So the book I picked is The Missing Girl by Norma Fox Mazer. So this is a young adult, I believe, about a man that watches over these 5 girls and ends up kidnapping one of them. So it is a very short hardcover and very big line spacing, so I think it's going to be a quick read, but I'm not looking forward to reading a novel about one of my biggest fears. Still a fear. Challenge number 4 is to read a book with orange on the cover, and on this one I kind of cheated a little bit. I'm calling it orange, but I picked Welcome to the Dark House by Laurie Ferrier-Stolars. So if you look where the merry-go-round is, there's some orange woven in there. I don't have a lot of spooky books that have orange on the cover. It was a dig to find one, and then I ended up going with this one because it is spooky and it is one that I wanted to read anyway. So I think this one is kind of like a haunted house story, and I don't know much about it. I know that it is a series, maybe a duology, but I've been holding on to it for so long that this is the perfect week for me to give it a read. Challenge number 5 is to read a book with a spooky setting, and I feel like most of those qualify under the spooky setting, but I did pick one more, and that is Amity by Michael Ostow. So this is a book kind of similar to a haunted house, like I said, with Welcome to the Dark House, but this one spans over, I think, 100 years and all of the different families that were living there and kind of all of the psychological stuff that this house put them through. So I'm very looking forward to that. I haven't read anything by this author or even heard much about this novel itself, but I'm quite looking forward to it, and I think it's going to be quite spooky. So yeah, those are the 6 books that I plan to read this week. Sorry that I didn't have really any synopsis about any of the books. I didn't plan too well in filming this video. I decided kind of last minute to participate in this readathon, and then finding the time to film around my work schedule. I was just excited about all of these books, and because they are horror, I feel like knowing more about the synopsis takes away some of the creep element. But if you've read any of the books that I plan to read, make sure you let me know what you thought of them down below. And yeah, I'm quite excited, so I'm gonna go and start reading. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!